Hello everyone, welcome back to the Zx7R build. We are nearly complete with this build, and what we're going to be doing today is pretty much finishing up everything that I can do on the motorcycle. So, in the last video, you see me do a number of things, including front and rear fenders, the carbon fiber work. We also put together the front end, the front cowl. So what we're going to do today is finish up the rebuild cosmetics by finishing up with the fairings. We have some intake covers that have been freshly repainted. We have the side fairings, but if you'll notice, I only have one of these, and that's because I had to purchase a matching right side fairing to match what we have on here, and that is right there in that box. So, fun fact, I actually purchased this single fairing like maybe 3 months ago, and I probably should have opened up the box to make sure that there was no damages, but I didn't. So this is me taking it out of the box for the first time. Hopefully it's a match to this, and hopefully there's no damages, because that would suck if there is. Well, good news is that it's the same color. Looks like there's no cracks or anything, but stickers on the side have quite a few scratches in them. Not like the other one. I'd say a worse condition than what I currently have, but I guess that's to be expected. The fairing is in pretty good shape. We have no cracks, no damages of any kind that are significant enough for me to point out. The one on the right is the one that I already had, which is in great shape as well. Even the stickers has a few scratches on it, but nothing crazy. This one here on the left is the one that I just purchased a few months ago, and again, no significant damages. There are a few scratches here and a few marks in the stickers, but to be quite honest with you, I really don't care, because this bike is a runner. I've continued to tell everybody that since the start of this build. This bike is a runner and a driver. It is not a garage queen. It is going to be ridden, it's going to be driven, as it should be. So honestly, the condition of the fairings is kind of fitting for the type of bike that it is. My biggest concern with getting these fairings was everything that I tried to get beforehand. There was always a crack in something, so much so where it couldn't even really be mounted anymore, and I don't want anything to fall off or zip tie anything. That's terrible. So the thing I'm most happy about with this is all the holes and everything are good. There's no cracks. So to be mounted, it should be good to go. So let's go ahead and get these mounted here. That way you guys can see what the almost finished product is going to look like. Also, another thing, which I didn't show on camera just because it's super simple and really not entertaining. I took the mirrors off and got some block off plates. They're about 30 bucks from eBay. And it really just cleans up the front of the motorcycle. It looks so good. Next, what we're going to do is put on our intake covers, which have been freshly repainted. They are here. So these had some scuffs on them and some imperfections, and you can still see some of the imperfections here, the scuffs, but for right now, these are going to do. What I really wanted to do was get the carbon fiber duct covers, because they did used to sell those back in the day, but no one sells them anymore, unfortunately. So the resprayed OEM ones are what we're gonna have to go with for now. So let's go ahead and throw these on. Fresh paint on these air intake covers really did it justice. Look at how good this looks. Very happy I chose to respray those. I did not document it because it's just was boring. Me throwing a few coats of black paint on there with some clear coat wasn't nothing exciting. Fairings are on. She's ready to go for her maiden voyage. So I'm going to take her for her first ride. We're going to go to a nice little spot so I can get some cinematic footage for you guys. That way you guys can see what the finished product looks like as of right now. Let's do it. So what's left? We have two things left. First things first is we have to replace this rear back tire, which I'm not going to be doing. I'm going to be giving to my buddy so that he can replace this, because this thing is shot. We have a massive flat spot here, and if you've been watching my previous episodes, we have a brand new rear tire right there. So we'll be getting that installed. Then the last thing that we haven't installed as well is our brembo brakes, which are here on the workbench. And we have not installed those yet because we have yet to find an offset bracket that will work for these brembo brakes. If you did not see me talk about that in a previous episode, we have brembo brakes, new calipers, new discs and everything. However, we cannot yet install them because the bracket for the brembo brakes is for the earlier ZX7 model. So we need a different offset bracket so that we can run them. And I just have yet to find one yet. So again, if anyone has any insight or info on an offset bracket that will work for my brembo brakes, please do enlighten me. That way we can get them installed. Wow, that was a doozy. This might seem like a quick episode for you guys that are watching, but for me doing it, this honestly was probably some of the most frustrating couple hours for me trying to finish up this ZX7. These fairings, for whatever reason, were not lining up the way they should have. These are OEM fairings. They're not aftermarket Chinese fairings that you buy on eBay. They're all OEM. So they should be lining up perfectly, but for whatever reason, they were not. And I spent hours and hours and hours, 2 or 3 days doing this, because I had to step away at certain times because I was getting so frustrated. I was ready to break something. And I didn't want to break these fairings, obviously. But wow, that was really frustrating. Don't know why that was so difficult. But nonetheless, we got everything on and it looks great, as you can see from the cinematics. So where do we go from here? Well, like I just showed you, we have the rear tire and we have the brembo brakes. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to get those brembo brakes installed, so stay tuned for that. We'll see. But what I will put in a future episode is me bringing the bike over to my buddy's shop to get the tire done, and then I'm going to do a first ride video for everybody. I'm going to make sure that I get some good footage, that way you guys can see how it rides and what my thoughts are on it, so stay tuned for that. So I'd say in total we have about 2 or 3 episodes left in this entire build series, so That's really exciting. When the build is completely finished, I'm going to compile everything into a complete build video, which will probably be about 20 to 30 minutes long. That way everything is compiled in the one video for everybody to watch from start to finish. But until we get another episode out, I just want to thank everybody for the love and support through 14 episodes so far. We are very close to being finished. Stay tuned for some riding footage. That's going to be really exciting.